wanted to see me build a tower. Well, not everybody, but a bunch. And so I figured we'd give it a try today. If I can find a remote and see. I'll be able to turn around and talk some. All right. That's pretty cool. You know what? See, I can't do that because of the front. I'd like to shoot a game like this, and I probably will, even with the front off. I'd like to shoot a game like this, and I probably will, even with the front off. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Amy's at her mom's. We got a surprise party at 2, so if I'm still here about 1:30, say hey. But a lot of people have been saying something about building a tower, making a video, so I figured I'd do a video. What do y'all think? Oops. Bam. Take that, earthquake. I tell you what, I don't think, I'd like to play a game on this with this angle. Do the live like that. What do you think, Bob? Okay, let me get my glasses on. Yeah, you'll have to look at me. Okay, now what I do is, okay, let me get everything. Find what I'm. Yeah, here's. This is how I turn the pusher on. I call it old man shit, but it's one of those things that plugs into the wall and you can turn a lamp. I don't know. Build a tower on the lower part here. Let me get a drink of pop. We might as well do right now. Hey. That one quarter's pretty black both sides. That other one's like tarnished green, and it's not silver. I love. It's the first thing I thought when I saw it was green. Hold on. Here we go. 97. Okay. So this will be a good one to push up later. Amy's wanting me to do 2 small towers, so I guess that's what I'll do because it's Derby Day. So I guess I'll build like Churchill Downs. I'll build one here and one here. We'll do that. I'm one of people, man. I'm like a 60-year-old kid, and when you change my direction of what way I was going, it's like, good luck. So I guess we'll do. I tell you what, 6 quarters. See that? A quarter will take you 6 quarters to go around it. Just to give you a template. The first couple layers, I might stand up. Let me see. And you just split the difference. Like brick. You lay 2 bricks, and where the seam is, the brick on top of that, the middle, it's over the seam. Pretty much. And you don't have to be exact on this like I'm dropping, because you can, it's just got to be taller. That's for me to get my fat fingers on. Let me look up. Okay, I know my hand's in the way, but I don't think I can help that. But what I'm going to do is build one layer at a time for 10 layers. And why I do that, it's more stable, it's more solid. And then I'm going to do my shortcut to like stacking 4/4 each time. See, now I'm going to talk myself into doing it one layer all the way up because I'm doing it for her. Plus, the tires will last. That's why I'm going 10 layers up a single layer at a time. So the bottom's really good and stable. And then, like, if you start the tower off with building 4/4 each place that high, once one of them come out, one of them little stacks get pushed out, then it's going pretty soon, you know. I need to bleach these quarters. I hope it don't mess up the way they push, you know. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8. 10 layers isn't much, is it? This is 10. That's a nice even number. So I'll try to keep y'all in mind. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Once it gets a little taller, you can move it. Even after it gets big, you can mold these things like clay. It's weird. Yeah, I mean not weird, but it's pretty cool. Okay, so there's 10. And I think it'll surprise you how long it takes to do this. Of course, this ain't a big tower. I was going to build a quarter tower that was right here. That was 10 quarters around, and then build a dome on it, and then a little tower on top of it. Kind of like our picture. It looks like a drink mixer on our picture on YouTube for Butch and Amy. Amy's got into that AI. Have you seen the little intro or whatever where she left a post? Everybody's gonna have a push on YouTube and where all the coins explode and everything. That's so cool. And one's a waterfall of them. I can lay these so quick. I lay them loose, like more out, so they all fit, have space, and then you can just all right. But now the other thing's going to be is to see if these towers last until 8 tonight. Charlotte farmhouse, it ain't got a concrete floor, so when me or her go walking across through here, all this stuff shakes. I'll have tires built in here, and before I had a coin pusher, I was building tires on the coffee table, and one fell one night, and I was all the way at the bathroom door, like crow flies 10 feet away. It shook the floor. But we'll leave them. I'll leave them in here, and us walking around, and all of a sudden it's like a jackpot quarters. Coin pusher decor. What's your living room look like? 70s arcade. I'll show you what our living room looks like. I don't care. I mean, it's not a museum. It's lived in. You can tell where we sit. You know, everybody's got their end of the couch or love seat or whatever set up. I got wire spools for end tables. because that hole in the middle is 2.5 inches round and it will fit cups. Play hell knocking that over. Yeah, but even doing this one load at a time, and I can do 4/4 thick as fast because I'm used to picking them out, like 4. I'm going to take a couple breaks here and there. Just sit down for a second because this wears on your back. I ain't greedy. I don't want no mansion. I don't want no big 3,000, 4,000 square foot house. I just like to have a house big enough where we could turn around in it. But man, our rent's $575 a month. we're gonna live a little cramped, I guess. He's talking about if we got another coin pusher putting it in the bedroom. I'm like, no. I'm gonna put one in the bedroom. We got another corner in here. See how that's crooked? You just its hands around it, make it round. That makes me think that movie Ghost where they're making the pottery. It's kind of the same motion. I ain't counting levels. I don't know if any of y'all are. Let me look up. Hey, thanks, Bob. Hi, everybody. Hey, Native American. Hey, Bonzilla. People been asking me about building a tower, and I don't do towers on lives that much because time we have at 8, I get in from work, I kick off my stuff, I smoke a bowl, bullshit with her, and doze off on the couch. And a lot of the time, about 6:30 is when I start setting up like just a normal setup, but to clean it out from the other one, separate the 50-cent pieces, and this is as simple as all these cores stacked up. I'll just start it running and then start kicking them back, and it'll push a layer. It'll end up with a layer like this. I didn't set them up. I just let it push itself. And, I can find the 50-cent pieces doing that. I'd like to do a whole game out of 50-cent pieces, but I mean, I need to go and get a piece of wax, and I broke this piece back here. I'll be honest, it's kind of an accident, but throwing shit at something really ain't an accident. I stepped on one of these bunkos, and Erdogan the demon, and part of him stuck in the bottom of my foot, and I threw it in here from across the room, because it's where, when the camera turns off, all the shit that sits on the dinner table over here just sits right in here in a Tupperware, in that big Tupperware dish. This is like behind the scenes stuff, and you ain't got to pay a membership here. Amy don't want to do the monetize thing. Because I have a feeling once you monetize, they're going to turn it into a job, and I don't want them to run me liking playing. They've taken care of shorts. So many shorts where I do a live, they do it. Their AI catches what it thinks is the best moment of your video. Only thing I have them, I got to keep my eye on it and look and see the next morning if it's posted, because they posted them private. I don't know why the AI did it. I didn't. So, it ought to know it's good for public. Okay. I don't know. See, it's hard to make. Churchill Dam's got a steep spire, and I know we can't be, but making a top on this is not very hard. kick it down from 6 to 4 quarters, and it won't look like a spire, but it will reduce down a little to make it look a little smaller at the top. Then maybe I can stick some 50-cent pieces on top to look. Roblox. Roblox quarters. Yeah, they hit it on the head sometime, and then last night was me telling that story about the judge. Asking me if I supersized it, would it have been a felony? It's basically, I was getting charged guilty of throwing a cheeseburger. So I got 2 more months after he'd given me 270 days. But really, I'm glad I said it. There ain't much difference between 9 months and 11 months. Once you're in there, ain't no fun. That's why I quit drinking. I was like, and Lily was one, little girl was one, and I was like, I'm not putting her through this shit. The last day I drank was the last day I went to jail. When I say I'm allergic to the shit, I break out in handcuffs. I kid you not. True shit. My lights are on, but I ain't home. I'll center a little bit. I'm not going to obsess over it. What I was going to do, I was saying a while ago, but the tire I was going to build before she brought up Derby, and she wants to throw some horses in here and all that. I was going to make one 10 or 12 quarters around, which would be about like this. It looks bigger on TV than it really is. But and show y'all how much money people would have to shovel in here 1 quarter at a time to knock. Really ought to do that in the other game, because it's set up just like, in the public, in the wild. Okay, I'll finish up with what's in my hand, and that'll be this tower. Twin spires at Churchill Downs. Nobody talks about that. That's straight up Tartarian design. Anybody know what Tartaria is? Was, rather. Okay. Okay. Let's garnish it on top with some 50-cent pieces. How's that look for a Churchill dollar store Churchill Downs spire? You can twist them, you turn them. I don't feel like trying to show y'all something extra right now. Knock one over for the first time. But, well, thank you. Let's start on this other one. I know Bach was watching. I got to turn around and look at the big screen doing this, and I get all focused on this, so I'm sorry. But 1 quarter. How far I'm off at? Okay, 1 quarter. It takes 6 quarters to surround that, so that's a really easy way to, get your start. The first levels until it's heavy enough to stand there. Damn it, my back's killing me. 1, 2. So $1.50 a level. So by the time I got to 10, that was $15. But I could build that tower in here this tall, that big, and that's probably gonna have over 1,000 quarters in it, probably. Well, 10 times 100 levels, and 100 levels about here. But how long it would take people to push it over? I'd make money. And when it falls, because y'all can see the lip better today too. Cool. This is the lip, the infamous. That's what kicks the coin sideways. This bottom level. and it takes 300 quarters to cover this in one layer. So there's a couple quarters deep there. It's a little over 300. But yeah, so 75 bucks is what it costs to just do one level, one layer in quarters. And each level of this is $1.50. Then we stop down to $1 level or spire. A few just told me I was doing a little video talking to a bunch of people. How many people? Wow. Thanks, y'all. Welcome. Hope you dig it. I just know some people have been asking and I needed to build them. And I wanted to build one today. See those? See how they ain't right dead next to each other? It don't matter. Because you can fix it with your hands. Okay. See? And it's still a little woppy jawed. I know it's a little oval that way, but by the time it gets taller, I can get my hands on it better. Look, I got nubs. If you didn't know what it looked like, you'd think of that little dwarf on Lord of the Rings. My first wife was like 5'11". She's a college basketball player. And she wanted a picture of our hands on a pillow with our rings on after the wedding. I hated that picture. I'm like, who's the dwarf? Her fingers are twice as long as mine. Amy's fingers are... Amy's 5'2", and her hands are as long as mine. She's got pretty hands. That's what I say. When I quit drinking, I know they say it gets better. I never thought it'd be this good. Me and her are so much alike that sometimes that ain't necessarily a good thing. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm kind of tripped out still. Amy's 37. I didn't know Amy was stalking me for years until we got together. Okay, what did I... Oh, okay. Pretty neat, man. And if you get the quarters, you can build them. Hold on, I dropped one. That's going to drive me nuts until I find it. Yep, found it. Real easy way to find quarters on a carpet is take your shoes off because they're cold. the quarters are cold. So when you step on one, it's not hard to find. Okay, yeah, I know, y'all see how much it was shaking? Okay, now that this is built up a little, I think I can sit here and do this. Okay. Let's figure out how to get this stuff set in my hands. How hard it'd be to make a Pez dispenser that shot quarters out. My intention was to be on at 11 to do this because Leah's party is from 2 to 4. Oh, Abel, he's building towers. Yeah, go ahead, Samantha. Hi. Thanks, Bach. I can't, it blows my mind. It's like you came with the game. You need to send Amy your address so we can mail you something. I'll tell you what, the other night, Yeah, I'm sure you was watching. I was going to show off my coin pushing shirt that Ordover got me for Christmas, and it's the same color as my big brother can whip your big brother's ass. Whatever it was, about um, me being Ali's brother. Yeah, I'm brother-in-law. But, and then I popped it up there and looked at it. And I'm like, you stupid ass. It's starting to. The machine's level. I just leveled it. I just checked it. I don't know, 2 days ago. Side to side, it's easy to see whenever one is off level. When the plexiglass goes down there and the quarters have stand up, they'll roll to one side or another. That's something to look for when you're playing out in public too, because you get locked into the machines and you're just pushing to one side. Oops. I don't quite look like Churchill Downs, but it will work. I better look right here. That's it like the native. I missed it a couple games on the other channel for. It's only been 21 minutes. Thanks, Samantha. Come back and see us later. I'm sorry to be so late for you, but I mean, if you're up, check it out. Because these will get pushed over as long as they don't fall because of Godzilla and King Kong walking through here. That's wild. I can barely hear me on the other TV. I ain't got turned down all the way. I thought I had. I'm a lot more comfortable listening to my voice now. The only thing worse than hearing your voice on tape or video is seeing yourself naked on video or in a picture. That's about it. It's funny, they talk about actors and the news people. Being in front of a camera adds 10 pounds and makes you look bigger. Not when you're naked. Almost forgot to turn around and look at the TV, see if anybody's laughing. True shit, though. I speak the truth. I don't even have to try to be a comedian on that one. Life wrote it. I could get on here and tell stories non-stop for 3 hours and never have to tell a lie, and it stuff be better in Pulp Fiction. Not necessarily the exact same situations, but just off the wall shit that you never saw coming that day when you got up. It's one of my, it was like Butchism #1. It's like nobody that ends up on the 5 o'clock news dead had it on their list of shit to do when they got up that morning. That's #1. #2 is nobody gets hooked on the shit because it sucks. Guy that owns the Ace Hardware here, David Eads. It's family-owned business, him and his wife and sons. But he calls my sayings, he named my sayings Butchisms. Ha! I think I'm gonna have some of the local contractors that are friends of mine over where they can advertise. So I can start getting advertising. I can start working advertising locally with this. Yeah, I decided to get in that tote I got of look, Dale's about to commit Harry Carey over here. It's probably because he's standing on top of Jimmy Spencer's car. He never thought he'd be there. Come here, quarter. For the Derby, how many quarters do y'all got? get. How many do we have? I don't know. Enough to choke a mule, probably. Um, okay, let's say, okay, hold on. Let me see if I can count this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. 1, 2, 3, 43. Okay, so it's 43 at $1.50 a level. So it's 43 times 6. And then this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. $18. I can't remember how many levels of the other one. I told you $1.50. So what was it? 43 times 6 will be how many quarters you got down there, and then ever how many I said for the top. When I say I've been hitting the head too much, it's true. I've got we did the Alzheimer's test thing a while back. Something's not level here. Well, I guess it's level now. And if you're adding this one up, there's one more quarter in it. I didn't count the quarter in the middle of that one. So anyway, so I mean, half of 43 would be 22 and a half, 20, 65 and a half. 65 and then, what was it, 18? 75, 85, $83 right there, not counting $half. I mean, I'm close. If I'm off, it's not by much. It'll blow your mind how much. One layer on this playing field, on top there and then the bottom, just one layer deep is 300 quarters, $75. At one time, I had almost 7,000 quarters. If y'all go back on the channel and look at the Christmas push that's got the green lights lit up on the picture, on the thumbnail, that's really good falls. I don't gonna lie. I'm not narcissistic, but I'm a fan of some of the stuff I do, and it's really cool how they come down. But there's over 6,000 quarters in those towers. Okay. I think I'll go one. I think I'm too high already. The quarters are too high already. I'm not high enough. Okay. And what I say? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay, so I need to do 18 layers of 4. Over. Don't think that you gotta have just a real steady hand to do this, because you can see I'm just dropping them on there because I straighten them up. Once I get it, you get about 6, 8 quarters tall, you can manipulate them with your hands. Can't believe I ain't popped that. How do we win those quarters? 8 o'clock tonight. Tune in and see. We'll be dropping quarters. Okay, how many? Okay, 2, 4, 6. 7, 8, 9. Well, shit, genius. That's how many we got. Lost count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 15. See, I'm obsessed over where was that, 14? Where was that? I don't know if it's one on black copper quarters. It's a 97, 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. Okay. Okay, where's that dollars? How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Cool. Let's see. God damn it, Butch. Now, can you see the silver one? It's the one without, it's the one without, it don't have copper in it, and it's lighter. And here that, it's more crisp, but tink. Okay, so I think there's 13 in this one. Put John's head up. If you're ever worried, wanting to put on a good show and make shit slide easier, heads down has less resistance, where the back always has all that stuff carved in them and everything. I don't know if I can build. Part of me wants to build a bridge between these right now, but I ain't got the time. Anybody know what time it is? I can't check. Let me see if I can. Oh, it's 12:30. Okay, so how long did it take me to do them 2 tires, Bob? If you're keeping time, sweetie, I really appreciate it. I don't take you for granted, but I saw you said 21 minutes. See, them are already tilting from when I've stood up and down and stuff. Okay. Now, we'll put this one on there. It looks a little shorter than the other one. But, now that might not look as uniform, as neat as some of the people's you see on here. But I don't think it's bad. You know. Okay. That's that. I'll set them up. I just set these up here. It don't help nothing. It's for aesthetics, really, just to kind of show you how it's tilting. And they'll come off pretty easy to start with. Yeah, it's like tossing somebody a bone. You know, if they put a couple quarters in or one and one pushes off, then they want to put that back in plus some more. You know, another psychology to it, but and because I do it to myself. um. I have started Bridget. I see. I don't think I can get my fat fingers in here enough. Okay. Okay. See, now they've got built-in slots, and I got to guess that's somewhere in there. That's pretty close. See that one push out? I think I need to go one higher on both of them. See how easy it moves? I can screw up real quick. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can do this. If I can, I can. If I can, I can. Then you come in here and push them back as far as you can, which makes it stronger. Let's melt my mouth and it, like that quarter just come loose. Okay. Now, you kind of got to catch the lip and push the coin you're going under. I don't know if I can do this or not. I don't think I got. I think I'm too well. You know what, Butch? Y'all get to see behind all kinds of curtains at Oz. Okay. People can call it cheating if they want. Well, if you're asking, is it that easy? It is that. Nope, it's not. Okay. Yeah, I was going at it. I was trying to be too grandiose. Now, then you just go from there. Same deal. Split them. And you kind of set that one in there and it slot just a little. Yeah, this all it is fragile. You know, those will move, but anyway. Okay. But anyway, hey Santa Claus, I was some people have asked about me making a video, so I figured they could deal with my voice. Okay, here, here, and then there. There's a there. See, I got to spin the tower right there a little to make it slot. But ain't nothing like teaching all the giving away all the secrets. I had another dude on a coin pushing channel said I ripped him off. I stole his ideas and all this shit. And he's got the most boring goddamn game. It's the same game every time. The tires fall back. It's got the dice. And it's got the same little bags of shit. Now, I don't have the same little cards and stuff, but it makes the game different or the design different. And then Ordover he got on Ordover's page on a, I was John was doing a live, and he got on there talking that shit about, this is Eddie, I'm retired Army, and all this bullshit. And I'm like, what in the flip? Okay. Turn on YouTube, Brian. If I didn't answer the phone, my Uncle Brian probably pop up right there in just a second. That'd be cool. Okay. I'm trying to get this up to here. Well, I am going to get it up to there. But see, like, I got the memory of a goldfish, attention span. It's like, look, new friends. I can't remember what I was talking about. Pissed me off people used to say it when I was younger, even. It was like, that's not been very important. Okay. And then when old people get to doing shit and they can't turn that music off, I can't concentrate. And I'm like, well, it must not be very important. And that's where a lot of my head trauma come from. Along with alcohol, I'm allergic to baseball bats. Found out they're bad for you. That's what happens when you drink, when you're a drunk asshole. I'm just lucky I've been a good enough guy my whole life. I got friends that, man, they were friends to me when nobody else would be. They're blown away. Then when we go play golf or something, I don't drink, and it's like they're drinking, but I know it rides on their mind. Cause like, ain't you driving home? I'm one layer off. God damn it. Okay, so what happened when I eyeballed that? One of them shorter than the other. Long story short. So I've got to make up for that right here. Come on. Now, I'll be honest, nobody ever taught me this shit. I just figured it out just because I've always been good at putting shit, figuring shit out. So that's what me and John have a good laugh about. I ask him, I was like, you ain't gonna steal my ideas like Eddie, like I stole Eddie's, are you? I've showed him how to put the domes on tires and stuff. Our biggest problem when we first started I was trying to help him out with that was, let's see here. Yeah, I'll do that. I just want to go over that one more. Yeah. And then this one will lock it in. Okay. And do this. This. This won't last very long, but I'm not putting dimes in here, but still a flagpole in the middle. I'm not leaving that. How's it look? I could probably build an arch over that with some $50. That'd be fucking cool. I tell you what, whoa. I got, okay, it's 12:46. Wait a second here. I'll try some new shit. Okay. Okay. It's gonna be real easy with the $50. I can't see, they bridge it too quick. I got to. I guess I need to do it like that, and then that. That's for 8. Starting to want to come off. Let's see here. I just use the letters as a guide. Move it that far, but it don't leave much overlapping on the next quarter is the problem. Okay. Of course, they're going to be different. You like how I scale back plans real quick? I think that's about right. Okay. That ain't the best in the world, but it's kind of cool. Oh, it's silver. I'll put it on top. What's the chances? I got just enough. Top it with a 67 silver quarter. I don't know how it was 67 quarter. It must have come out of an uncirculated coin set or something. Because 50-cent pieces and quarters and stuff were. See, I can move this back. Now, if I dump this, start cussing, please don't unsubscribe or nothing. It's just I have moments. Okay. Now, let me move stuff out of the way. I think I deserve a cigarette. All right. That's what it looks like from the front. Okay. Now, when I push this, I'll have to put the front. I would love to use that. What y'all think about that camera angle? You know, for watching a game, because you can see it, how it's pushing at it and stuff. I don't know how I would do. I need to figure out me something just to make a lip out here. Because this shit comes out, I mean, it'll be everywhere. Where do these come from? Hold on. That's where OCD kind of trashes me. I must have dropped some quarters or something. Yeah, people said something about timely fashion. I'm like, good luck. If you have OCD, you'll know what I mean. Okay, here, there, there, there. Get down in there. I understand how it's one quarter, and then all of a sudden it's half quarters and stuff. That's what happened. This got pushed and that bowed out. That's what makes it look different. Okay. Now you see how I set the game up. But if y'all like this, I'll build some bridges, and I can do chips to where they span this whole thing. I just gotta keep counterweighting and stuff. You know, your sides end up real big to counterweight all the stuff you're building out as the chips slide into each other. Like I did the little bridge there. Okay. Now this bottom needs to go back. Now this right here, there ain't enough quarters. There ain't enough quarters to knock that over. I promise you. Because this one we'll have to throw at it tonight. I don't know. That's over $1,000. Or that's over 1,000 quarters. I'm so sorry. Okay. Well, shit. She wanted twin spires, and then I got to doing. I just tell her we had to remodel Churchill Downs today. Hold on. I bet he's tall enough. There you go. There you go, Buck. Buck, Buck. Y'all give me just a second, man. I gotta pee. Sorry. All right, I'm back. Okay, so no need to be so early in the game. Oh, thanks. It's like so, Tweety. See it now. You're gonna laugh. See, I always build something on the front, and then I go, I'm gonna build this on the back, reaching over the shit I just built. Here, I'll talk to y'all on the screen real quick. I'm gonna sit on the couch, smoke a cigarette. Give me a second, and we'll. I feel kind of bad about not making that twin spires, but I can do that later. It's cool even with the bridge in it. You know, it's still kind of that looks more like Churchill, but I got excited about the $50. Your stream is slow, like you're seeing it like 9 minutes after I'm doing it. Cause I know there's like a 5-6 second delay from the phone to the TV. Hey Fred, how you doing? Hi Angelina. A persona. I bet that means person. I wish Amy's here. She could translate for me, but welcome. I'd like to put, I want to push a game at that angle, but I got to figure out. Well, I'll be honest. unless something happened, that machine ain't tilting forward. The only way that tire will come forward is if the machine is tilting forwards. You know, and the pushing and vibration. Take my hat off a second. Whew. Gentlemen, pull my hair up in a ponytail. Amy always does it for me. If you tap your screen there, it should be skip to left. That's cool. I like the 5-6 second delay, because if I do something in the machine, I can look over there and I got time to. The other machine for what? Push tires down. Oh, you know what? You're right, Santa Claus. It's the front. See, the front I put on this one that I got the tire in. It's like built 6 inches out, or 7. Yeah. I'm going to need to. I guess I'm going to need to go ahead and put a. Well, I need to get a bulb for that that's white too. But I don't like using fluorescent. I'd rather do LED like that one right there. Let's see here. Cigarettes. I tell you what, sitting here talking to y'all is neat as hell. I didn't know that was an option, but thank you, Bob. But try filming the game at this angle. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I can probably do this game tonight. I can set a tote in front of the machine, in all reality. But that with that lip, you see how steep that lip is. Am I going to pay bills in? Yeah. Wait. They're not too technical. You know. I could stuff the opening full of them. But, you know, those get sprinkled around. Then I got a couple. I found it in a bunch of cars I bought of this kid. Look at them. I think one of them's Bill Elliott. I think that is. Can't remember who this one is. They were heavy. They must be older. All right, now I got all my cigarette stuff set over here. Oh, man. Gino, I wish I knew what that said. I'm sorry. Buon, I'm a Grigio, a Tootie. A Tootie. Dale's already done. Dale can't stand it. He's about to jump back there. Later, man. Cheerio. Oh, that's Italian. I'm sorry. I am. I'm like I told you. I'm an old kid. I'm just making sure the fog machine works for the game tonight. Okay. I have to go back to my phone and find it. I built a tower like 12 quarters around, which is about like this. And I built it this tall, and then I built the dome in it, and then I built a tower 6 or 7 quarters around this tall. Well, wait. Yeah, you can see it. It's about this tall. Matter of fact, that's the one that fell when I was walking through the other room. We don't have to have a golf cart to drive nowhere in our house. Yeah, other than sprinkling stuff in here, there, and whatever, I'll probably take this off and then leave them on there so she can do Churchill Downs. I'm glad I went ahead and did that. I'm glad that my dumbass was smart enough to figure just push them together and quit trying to do something spectacular. You know, I can do it the other way, but I'd have to build the quarters out all the way down, and then you come out as you go up. The weight of them pretty much hold each other. But what we figure is there's over $150 in this right here. What was it, 180? And yeah, it was half of 43, so it's 65. It was like $65 in the bottom, and then 18. So it'd be $83. plus the wall. So, man, there's about $100 right there. And if I put that in a machine, I'd have to sit and watch it constantly because some dumbass, I mean, you see it on here, hit the machine, bump the machine, push the machine. You know, I couldn't stand having these out in public. It'd drive me insane. But, you know, I could sit here and watch somebody can come in here and remember how many quarters you want in there, push it down. But hey, it's going to take way over $100 a quarters to even move it up to here. And once it gets to here, you know, there's going to be quarters here, so it's going to help give it a ramp to, you know, something to maybe transition because the quarters pushing under this is what moves it. That one layer. If I wanted them to move faster, I would have built them on the ground and not on the bed of quarters. You see, I want to make a good show, but I don't want stuff to be just a pushover. No pun intended. I could probably use that as a catchphrase. Pushover. Um, but yeah, there's all kinds of tricks you can use. Like I was saying, heads down. You see how it's rounded. All the presidents' heads are rounded, and it's less friction on the bottom of the coin. All the rest of them, you see, tails has got all that. All the new shit's got all kinds of typing and engraving and writing and whatever. This Mahan in Dubai. Hey man, welcome from Dubai. I can't play right now, man. It's gonna be the 8 o'clock game tonight. We got my little sister-in-law's birthday party here at 2, and Derby's at whatever 5:36, something like that. I'm in Bourbon County, Kentucky. You know, everything stops when the race happens here. This machine is in the. Oh, I missed the question, I guess. Yeah. If y'all want to check these out for sale, Marketplace on Facebook, just search used coin pushers. It took me a while for it to get the algorithm to finding more of them for me. Don't put a limit. Whose birthday? Oh, my little sister-in-law's birthday. She would be 21 today. She's the second most decorated gymnast in the Special Olympics. She's got nationals in Minneapolis, which is driving me insane because she's adopted from Kazakhstan, so she don't look like she's from here. And they got to all fly on the plane together without us and all that shit. And you know, you got all that ice and the bullshit, Homeland Security in the goddamn airports now. And I mean, I'm a wreck. Are in the push? No, 77. Okay, see, there's 43 layers of 6. So 43 times 6. I can't use my phone right now. It's videoing. And then this is $18 right here. 18 layers of 4. So it's $36 right there. And I think it's something like $65. That's 130 and 36, about $166. That's not counting this wall or the $50. There's more quarters than you think in them tires. That one big one I built a while back, I didn't clean out the machine. I started using the quarters on the bottom and building it. Then I separated the 50-cent pieces out like that. Like on the top step, the thing that pushes. Oh, on the top step? Well, as far as quarters go, you're talking about 66. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you got 12 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 12 times 7. 84. There's 84 quarters on that. It takes 300 quarters to cover that bottom playing field one deep. I wasn't catching what you're saying. Howdy. Yeah, man, you wasn't that far off. It takes me a second. I'm 60-year-old kid with ADD, ADHD. Ooh, shit. Is it raining? My truck windows are open. Hang on. Man, the sky is black, so sorry. Oh, y'all ain't used to this many breaks. Howdy, howdy. Now, see, I didn't pack. The way I packed this board is, shit. Hold on. Man, I'm ready. I dropped cherry off a cigarette. But what I did was I just keep pushing the quarters on top of the first layer back, and they push off and they push these off. And then once that gets one layer tight, I do it down at the bottom. It's time consuming. But I do it because I like sound. Okay. Not like burning the house down. Okay. I can't. It's gonna be. Hey Chris, how you doing, man? The push is gonna be at 8 tonight. I got a birthday party here to go to in a little bit, and it's gonna take a while to push this. That's heavy. I don't think. I keep threatening to do it. I need to go into Walmart and get me a little cheap digital scale that will handle pounds. Because the easiest way to count quarters is weigh them. So many quarters weigh X amount. I did it, for getting 100 quarters for games on my little set of scales that I have. So I don't want to ruin it. So I just, I can't remember tell you what 100 quarters weighs. But Google it. It tells you. That's how I did it. Okay. What are we going to do up here? We got to do a little something up here to have something to push that. Okay. Up. Okay, smoked a cigarette, smoked a bowl. You got to drink pop. Almost burnt the house down. Check. I didn't almost burn the house down. I'm joking, but it's like stupid ass. All right, so I got to stand to do this. And don't ask me why I like to build stuff on the bottom and work over top of it. Okay. You can see the line where it pushes to, so that's a good rule of thumb. I like to clean this out, but really once it slides better after it gets that film and crap on it. Okay, so I'm gonna shortcut this. I'm gonna do instead of doing one layer at a time, I'm doing 4 quarters. What am I gonna do though? Machine might be tilting back. That's why stuff keeps sliding. Okay, how far do I want to put it forward or backwards? I'll put it in the center. 1. That's 4 quarters a pop, so each layer will be $6. It takes 6 quarters to encircle 1 quarter with quarters. So it's a good cheat now for your spacing to start with. Cheat, innovation, whatever what you want to call it. I don't think there's any such thing as cheating. It's like from the time you're a kid, you're taught to do shit more efficient. You know, use less steps, get better at it. Goddamn, I come along, well, that's cheating. That's a shortcut. And I'm like, well, what do you old, old blankety blanks call it when you do it? And then a month later, whether it's your dad or one of his buddies or whatever, they decide to come up with the same idea and then swear they just come up with it. Then it ain't cheating. Okay, so we're 6, 12. I'll just count the layers here a little bit. I can't build a whole bunch of shit because I don't think I got enough quarters to push it off now. I'm gonna have to circle back through what the house did to get this off. I mean, does it matter to y'all if I'm playing for money or not? Yeah, no, because I know the one guy I watch R1 Coinpushing, he says last week I'm going to do a video for $1 million tonight. Now everybody knows I ain't got $1 million. He said, but the video I did last week was for 100 and I got 75 views. He said, if I split that's $1 million, I'm playing for $1 million. He said, I'll get 50,000 views. And he was all over it, man. He had 49,000 something views. So, does it matter? That's cool, Bob. Oh, yeah, I got my little sister-in-law's birthday party today. She's 21. The tire goes up a little faster doing it like this. Now the lift on the top of this game, there's usually a lip right here that comes up. This has a Teflon chopping block on it, on top of the pusher. It was like that when I got it. So it's actually almost as high as the coins. You can see, that's flat. It's dead with it. Oh, that's cool, guys. I'm just curious. Me and Amy do play for money and stuff. I mean, we bet each other about shit all the time. You know, it was like the tax time 500,000 buying. That's funny. I got it for 1.2 million. That one's got one too many. And if you're right-handed, it's always easiest to end up sitting this right here on this side. That's why I keep working them around that way. You be. I'm trying to look at the edges of these. I know I got a silver quarter in here somewhere. I can hear it, but I ain't never identified it. So while I'm handling these, see, we're getting about the level. We're getting about. Banks are closed today. I can't go get a couple $100 in quarters. I don't know where I'd come up with a couple $100 in quarters on a Saturday. I call people, a couple people I know that own stores here in town, and see if they got them, if they got them in their safe. But I mean, it'd be a hassle. Okay. Hold your breath. Okay. Do a couple more levels. Now I'll put a dome on it. Okay. One more. Okay. That's the last level. If I didn't know Amy so well, I wouldn't guess that phone's about to start ringing any minute now, probably. Cause I mean, I do like to take naps. Especially when the house is just totally dead ass quiet. Put TV on Ancient Aliens and vegetate. Okay. Now. One, two, three. Yeah, I ain't gonna go get two. I was trying to get two more quarters. Where'd it go? I was trying to get two quarters bigger in one jump. It's coming out 1, 2, 3. So there's 7. That's cool. 2, 3. Oh, it's gonna be. I don't. I can't get 8. Let's go like this. 6, 5, plug the hole. All right, and I'll put some chips and stuff in here to help push this too. If I wanted to knock it down quick, if I take the 2 rows of quarters out and put chips on that first level, the chips will push out 2 levels of these out, going under them. I mean, there's cheats. I don't like to make it easy. That's the fun of it. Well, I'm sorry if you're disappointed we ain't pushing it down right now, but tune in at 8. We will be here. But let me get this phone out of this thing. I got to take it out to turn it off anyway. All right. I appreciate each and every one of y'all watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was informative. But yeah, look. That'd be a pretty good camera angle to have. See, with the front on it, see, there's the front. It's deep, so I don't have to have glass in it. Plus, the cover they made for this, it's not all that pretty. And the Lexan, or plexiglass, it's scratched up and everything. So, yeah, this machine has been cobbled on some for it. Coming soon, I'm going to do rainbow. Here, hold on. There's our carpet. No, here. What do you think about that color for the side rails? That'll go pretty good in this light. Oop, don't stick it in there. Ooh, that's shining. That'll really be bright. All right. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Got my little coin pusher tool shelf. Ain't got me. But appreciate y'all. See you at 8 tonight. Hope to see you. But nobody's going to be here for a while, so hopefully this will not fall. If it does, I'll build it back for the game. Hopefully, unless it falls at 7:55. Anyway, y'all take it easy and I'm going to get off here. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. Bye.